Yo, 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 what's happening? You got your main man Easy to the motherfucking T and my bestie.
What it do, homie? It's Spice Life.
And we
Um,
are piping hot. It's been a minute. Straight
Long
up.
time, long time, long time.
Long time coming. But look though, we're gonna dive right in because y'all already know who we are and what we do. We talk about what's on our brain and what's on our minds, our thoughts and opinions about topics. We might have interviews, we might not, we might go off topic, we might stay on topic, who knows. But
We might
tonight,
record from our bed and our garage because
yeah,
we do what we want to do.
and we might record live. You funny, yo. But look, serious question. Um, why? I'm not going to say all, but why do most women live in a delusional world and mind state when it comes to the opposite sex, as far as what they should and shouldn't be doing?
Well, first and foremost, I'm gonna say I love how we just getting straight to it. Let's do it. Why not? Bam, here we
Why
go.
not? Why not?
So, so I'll answer it from my perspective of it. Right,
Okay.
coming up as a young lady, we get told what a marriage. So you do mean perspective of relationships, correct?
Oh, my bad. Yes, I do. I'm talking about relationships.
Okay, so we get told from a young age what a husband looks like, what a boyfriend looks like, what a man is supposed to do, and if he wants you, these are the things he'll do. And we truly do get a fairy tale told to us that therefore puts an expectation in us as adults. And then we have, you say it from a woman's point of view, but think of the young men who got told the same stories, and so then they grow up becoming the men that they've been told they're supposed to be, teaching their daughters to only accept these kind of men. So it's different perspectives of it, and then you have what goes on in the household about it. Like I know majority of the females I know that have the mindset that you have, or that you're speaking on, they had a father figure, a male figure that catered to them in that way and told them to accept nothing less, or they had the mother figure that did the same thing. You know what I mean? So, and then some of them just sat outside of the fairy tales being told and desired to have what they saw outside looking in.
Mm. Now that's deep right there. You said a lot, and I'm trying to comprehend all of it, right? So,
I think good when I'm in the bed. Night night. Night.
so
And yes, I'm in the bed with a hat on. Y'all leave me alone. I ain't want y'all to see me right now. But anyway.
facts. And I'm in the garage with one on, so I mean, who cares? It's a show.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
homie.
listen, and pay attention, and please comment because we love your comments. But
Yes, indeed.
so this is my hang up, and this is how I feel. Majority of the population um, acts upon relationships, right? So when we're first born and taught certain things, the mothers usually teach the females how to be feminine, right? How to cook, well, allegedly, how to cook, how to clean, how to cater, and all that good stuff. Well, men aren't taught in that manner. They're taught
Mhm,
how to be tough, how to be protectors, how to dominate.
mhm.
So when it comes to the relationships and the topic that we're on, I truly feel like it's just a strong disconnect throughout the whole dating phase until you figure out what you do like about the opposite sex. I feel like it's just trial and error. I can only speak for myself because going through what I went through with several females, I'm just now figuring out, like, you know what? if I would have said and done XYZ, I wouldn't be running into A, B, and C if I would
Come
have
on
said
now.
it at the first beginning.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think a
yeah,
lot of the, yeah, you feel what I'm saying? I feel
yeah,
like a
yeah.
lot of the times we just, as men, we just go with the flow too much.
Mm.
And that gives the woman the upper hand to feel that sense of entitlement, feel like she can tell the man what he needs to do, and basically have it to where it's demasculating, if that's a word, the actual,
Demasculating.
there you go, demasculating the
I might be
actual
saying it wrong
man.
too. I'm just guessing.
Well, I mean, it sounds good, so we're gonna run with it.
They gonna
It's
get it.
hot.
They gonna get it.
They gonna get it. You put in the comments if it's wrong. All my English majors, but they're they want a man,
Mm-hmm.
but they want a female inside that man. If that
Come
makes
on.
sense, you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
So.
not let.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, no, no.
Well, I want to throw this nugget in there that you said, adding to your nugget. So we're gonna call it the double nugget.
Okay
You
then.
said men go with the flow, right? Men go with the flow and women go with the fad. And that's what's so
Oh,
unfortunate.
oh, what a bell! What them bells at? Ah. We need some bells in this bitch.
But yeah, so finish what you were saying, but for real, like that's so true. And then so we've had this fad of this princess, being rescued from the tower, kiss the frog, and you know what I mean, and all of these things, and they're faddish for the woman. Oh my God, I want it, I want it, I want it. And then we all see these things, and it's like, oh my God, that's the princess life, that's the queen life. And then men go with the flow because it's easier, it's simpler. But
Yeah,
the reality is stepping back from all of that, from the fad and from the flow, and finding self and deciding that no matter what the fad looks like and no matter what the flow looks like, this is the canvas that I'm painting for my life. And what does that look like, or what do you
fact.
want it to look like?
Bigger freaking facts. People are scared of no's. First and
Mm,
foremost. All right, let's get that out the way.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Everybody is scared of that no factor. So even I can remember from even back in the day, the thought of rejection is scary,
Mm-hmm.
right? No matter what you do, buying a house, buying a car, applying for credit, trying to get a job, like the thought of that no is scary. So even when you're a younger male out here trying to adjust to the adulthood and trying to pursue said females, that is,
Mm-hmm.
you're you're trying to probe yourself because you don't want to say the wrong things to get a no.
Yeah.
That's where I think the curve needs to change.
Yes.
Right? It needs to change right there because
Yeah, yeah.
knowing what I know now, if I'm able to go back into the past, I wouldn't be scared of a no. I wouldn't be scared of rejection because I am who I am and I shouldn't have to conform to your thoughts and opinions to engage even in a conversation with you.
Collection plate.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can say this because I've done it. I've done this whole conform thing. And in my mind and in my body, I feel it. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? This ain't you.
Mhm, mhm.
But you're trying to appease to a certain individual. Like, hey, listen, I can be that if you want me to. But you lose yourself, you lose steps, and you lose valuable time because all of that energy that you've used to try to appease this particular individual, not only can you lose yourself, but you can lose out on the opportunity for the person that you're really supposed to be kicking it with.
Woo! Hold on. Boy, you better listen. This is what I love about us. That flow be real because it's even on a spiritual level. Let me tell you how. Because I was thinking of something. I didn't even know if I was gonna say it, but God said go and say it because brother then brought it into the building. When you said you're gonna end up with the wrong one, right? And I was listening to the brother today, Pastor Jerry Flowers, and he gave the example of when God promised um, Jesus, Sarah, and Moses. Make sure I'm using the right names. Y'all help me. He promised them to have the he will bless the generations. The generation was Abraham. What up, Moses and Sarah and Abraham? Sarah and Abraham. Somebody, honey. I'm gonna have to go back to the word to find it. But basically, he used where God had given them a promise, but he was in his 80s and Sarah was 93, I want to say, or he might have been over age as well, because he gave the time frames and all that. Anyway, point is, before they patiently waited on the God's promise, they took it upon themselves to do it their way. Now they
Yeah.
heard the promise. They knew what they were supposed to get. So we know as men and women who we are, what we want, what we truly desire. But instead of being patient and letting it come how it's supposed to come, who is supposed to come through, we get impatient and we make our own choices. And so Sarah brought in one of her I'm about to call her brought a bridesmaid. What's it called? We're gonna call her a handmaid, and
Yeah.
let her husband sleep with them, and in turn had Ishmael. Anyway, let me stop with the names because I've been reading too many different stories at one time. Point is, he had a child with her helpmate, her handmaid. When God said, "I told you that you was gonna do this with your own wife," you know what I'm saying? So further along, God still blessed her and the actual wife, and she had a baby. But they tried to do things in their own time, and then it caused discord because you went from a good handmaid that you probably had the utmost respect for. They don't go into it deep, but it could have been her best friend. But now, because mind you, ain't no woman just gonna choose any woman. So let me choose my homegirl who I think I can trust to go give my husband this baby, right? And I'm just throwing it in there how we would think in these modern days
That's right.
of she ain't gonna do nothing, but she fell in love with the husband and jealous of the girl having a baby and all of them things, and now she want to go, and he confused. Like, Sarah, you told me to do this. Like, I'm confused. But if you just wait and stand on the promise that you've already been promised and stop moving in your own time, you won't end up with the wrong person. But I'm sorry, I didn't went way off.
No, you
I get it.
didn't. No, you didn't. You're still on course because something comes into play with that passage that you just relayed, and that's forcing puzzle pieces. So we were
That
taught
don't
in
fit.
elementary school. Hmm. We were taught in elementary school, right? The shapes and what shapes need to go in what particular slots. And if
Right,
it doesn't fit, they used to correct us.
right.
Nowadays, if there's not a proper fit when we're talking about relationships, if there's not a proper fit, why is it that we don't leave that shape where it's at? Why do we try to force that piece in that shape, which in returns disproportionalizes the
Everything.
actual circumference of the original shape?
Come on.
So to put all of this into layman terms and bounce it right back to relationships is what happens when you take a bottle of water, warm, lukewarm bottle of water, and you put it in the freezer. It becomes solid, right? Hence the reason the cold is going to harden up the water and it's going to also freeze up the plastic, correct? What happens when you take it out the freezer and it gets a little warm and then you twist that top? You get a little water, right? But you don't
Yeah.
get the whole circumference, right? That's equivalent to putting yourself in the wrong relationship for so long that when you finally try to free yourself, you only have a little bit left for yourself to even try to rebuild what you lost because you don't even know what it is that you lost.
My God.
You see what I'm saying?
And you
Like,
ain't got nothing for nobody else either. If you ain't got nothing for yourself,
you ain't got nothing. So you
nothing.
actually literally have to sit there and wait for that frozen ice to de-thaw. That's the time needed that you need to go sit down in the corner some goddamn
Sit
where,
down.
mind your own business and heal yourself and realize who the hell you are in the first place. You
Yes,
know what I'm
come on
saying?
now.
A lot of people don't do that. I done did it. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it. Nobody's perfect. But at the same time, these are the topics that people tend to run from. And then you want to always point the finger and point the blame at the other person. It ain't
Right.
all they fault. You did some dirt too. You know what I'm saying? And when I say dirt, I ain't even got to necessarily be talking about cheating. I'm talking about you knew it wasn't you wear a size 8. Why the fuck are you trying to squeeze in a 6?
Mama.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make sense. So if a shoe size doesn't fit and you know it doesn't, why are we trying to force people in our lives that we really don't respect in the first place?
Yeah. And then let's not forget, sometimes that shoe size is an 8 and you trying to fit into a 12. It's listen, sometimes we try to fit into spaces that we just truly just don't belong. And the reason why I changed the size of it is because in a space that's too big, and when I say too big, I don't mean that they're above you, but it's like in a world of, like, so prime example, you trying to deal with somebody, you know, you're an introvert and you trying to deal with somebody that's always outside. That shoe too big for you, Suge. But you fit right in. It wasn't easy to squeeze into the life of that person. But then when you're there, you're surrounded by everything that does not match your puzzle. You know what I'm saying? And that's a reason why a lot of people get into stuff and maybe stay a little too long, because it was an easy fit. But then you look around and it's like I jumped in and my little puzzle piece sat in the middle. It didn't have to squeeze in, but then when I look around, it ain't touching none of the walls. It ain't touching none of the walls on the other side of the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? I don't belong here. I don't
And you know
belong
what?
here.
You know what that brings that you know what that brings into play? The topic. Being
Yeah,
delusional.
come on.
So you get this mind state of, like you said, what you want, what you feel like that man or woman should be. You taking all these different puzzle pieces. Come
Mhm.
on, y'all ain't listening to us. Y'all are not listening to us. You're taking all these different puzzle pieces and you're trying to build a bitch or build a nigga, right? Now, we've done it, right? I know I have. I've had several builder bitches, but it didn't work. I'm here to tell you, shit don't work. But that delusional state that you feel, well, that I have seen females feel, it really, let me stop right there. First off, ladies and gentlemen, women are emotional creatures. Men are logical thinkers. Not all women operate on the emotional standpoint only.
But not all men have logical ways of thinking.
Boom. So I hope y'all caught all that. So with that being said, when you get you a true one, a true logical thinker that can operate on both sides of the spectrum, as far as logically and emotionally, and understanding the emotional side of understanding the logistics of the emotional side, then you've won. Now, I just don't like the women that tend to shun the men because we're simple. Now, I had this conversation before on PipinHot. Cuzzo said that we complex. I still got to disagree. I just feel like we were able to handle a lot of things in its complexity, but we're not complex at all. There's
Which
only a
puzzle said that?
few twin Cuzzo that does the point. I
Courtney.
mean, yeah,
Shout out to
Courtney.
Mr. Spinks.
Spank, what up, boy? Hey, we still need the link, bro. We're like sidebar, green
Yeah,
room,
dude
holla.
is dope.
We got to do something epic. But yeah, I what was I at?
You said that he said, I don't want to misquote you.
No, you good. But the point is just the delusional aspect of what you feel. Simplicity.
Oh,
That's where I was
yeah,
at.
okay. I was like,
Simplicity. Men are simple. when we are engaged into a relationship, ladies, I'm gonna give you the secret, because what I'm loving right now in 2025 is it's not a lot of men that's saying this anymore. It's a lot of women that's actually stepping up and saying, "Hey, girl, all that. Oh, he missed out. Oh, what, nah. Oh, all these cliches. They're actually stepping up and saying, "Hey, listen, that man, the prize, girl, and you are actually throwing him away." You know what I'm saying? I feel that notion because we're only looked at, well, we used to be looked at as just the suppliers. They're supposed to be the breadwinners. They're supposed to be the protection. Supposed to take care of, all the heavy stuff. And the women are supposed to take care of all the good stuff. Then they start screaming out equal rights and all that good stuff. I'm not against none of that.
Right.
Whatever I can do, I feel like a woman can do. However, me as the man, I don't want my woman to do everything that I can do, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I know you can get out there and cut the grass. I want to cut the grass. You know what I'm saying? Because that's some sweat and some musk and some thought patterns that I need to release some steam off of. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's certain things that you need to leave alone as a female. So I'm going to rewind it now, since I put that out there.
Okay.
There's certain things that you need to do as a female to leave that man alone. When certain men get quiet, it doesn't mean that I'm upset with you. That means that something is on my brain that I have to figure out within a certain time frame. And right now, I don't have time for you to interrupt my thought pattern. I will get back to you as soon as possible. We have very few words that we like to elaborate or that we like to put out. Women are the total opposite. Y'all got a lot to say.
Let me give you something. Can I give you something?
You better.
Make sure I say this the right way. Let me not offend nobody.
Girl, bye. It's PipinHot. When have you cared?
Yep.
All right.
J Note, shout out to Jarvis. When he started doing his podcast, he had myself and a brother, Lamont Selby, on. We were just all talking, dialoguing. And I remember, I think you tuned in this night, because when I said it, I promise you responded, whether it was later or whatever, you had a comment on the post. And I said, and follow me for a minute, because I got to state what I said back then and then bring it full circle. I said, we have it backwards. Women talk about men are dogs. They don't want a dog. And I said, I love a dog. Dogs are loyal. What I don't want is no pussycat A.N. I'm doing so good with my words. I'm
proud of you.
But my point is to say, we have it backwards when we call men dogs, because, well, not even that we have it backwards. I mean, I want a dog. They're loyal. And even when they stray, they come back home. But a cat, honey. A cat's something serious. They don't want to be bothered until they want to be bothered. When they do want to be bothered, it's here, there, everywhere, with every other cat in the daggone neighborhood, city, state, country, town, whatever. And if they come back, they come back. And when they come back, they want to sit there and look at you like, you the problem. I left. Oh, and what? But that's on the negative side of cats, because not all cats are bad. But on the average male, right? Or is that the right word to use? A majority of males have a cat's mindset way of thinking on the positive side, not on the side of straying, but just on the side of the temperament of exactly how you just described. I'm going to get quiet and I'm going to go sit over here and I'm going to think. The dog still need you to guide him. Even as a grown adult, I'm going to come and I'm going to look at you for guidance. Where a cat says, no, I'm going to go sit over here and let me think on my own. If you come bother me, I'm going to leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? So there's good and bad to it. But men just have that cat's mindset. When we always had it backwards, calling men's dog, be a dog, and I want the dogs. Roof, roof. Come on. Because keep the
A
meows away from me. Can't deal with them. Can't deal with them. Mm-mm.
Nigga said roof, nigga. Oh my God. But you're absolutely correct. I don't know why our snapback game as far as verbal attacking hasn't happened with that comeback, but you're absolutely right. Like they used to use that word. They still use that word. They used to use that word. Oh, all men are dogs.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, if all men are dogs, dogs are the number one protection in homes besides pistols.
Protection, loyalty. Don't mess with me, my house, my family. I don't care if I step outside this gate. When I come back, you better be gone.
You better be gone.
Dog. Do you hear me? Give me a Rottweiler.
Give me to me. Listen,
I was about to say something that was gonna take me out of my walk. I'm doing good because I was about to take the belly for a minute.
I can't do it.
I'm gonna tell you when we get off.
I can't do it with you tonight.
No, but for real, dogs are awesome, man. I don't understand who doesn't love a dog.
I don't either. And it'd be the people that say that you a dog that actually are dog lovers. They got about 2 or 3 of them. So it's kind of funny that kill
Don't
you.
you want that? Right.
You would. I mean, dogs are, first off, let's not get it twisted. Dogs can be just as vicious as the next animal.
Come on. Yeah.
So let's coincide with it, with the characteristics. So as a puppy, right? Inquisitive, want to get into everything. As a baby, we're inquisitive. We want to get into everything. And I'm talking about mankind. I'm not just talking about men. You see what I'm saying? So as a dog matures, of course, their dog years mature a lot faster they age a lot faster than a human. However, you can look at the stages. If you ever raise a dog from a puppy, you can look at the stages and tell when that dog is a teenager. That dog starts to kind of feel itself and be a little bit rebellious, depending on if you can train them. The training comes into play with what? Discipline.
Yeah.
Right. So what's the difference?
Discipline.
Thank you. So what's the real difference between a dog and a human? Yeah, we got 4 legs. I mean, you can talk. I mean, there's a lot of differences, but when it comes down to the simplicity of it, you're calling me something that actually is more loyal, can be more humbling, very protective over me, and knows when I'm sick, knows when I'm not feeling good, pays attention to all my emotions, something that you can't do yet because you're so stuck on yourself that you think that I'm always bringing you a problem, but I'm not. I'm just wanting you to hear me out. A lot of times when men talk, we don't want you to talk back. I don't need you to talk. I need you to listen, because 9 times out of 10, it's been on my brain and I just need to release it. Now, if I bring it to you in a questionable form, you'll know, because I'm going to ask you, hey, what you think about this? And usually when men, I can speak for myself, when I ask you, hey, what you think about this? I done played 4 different scenarios with it. So I'm kind of in between, like, I don't know which way I should go. What would be your best, you know what I'm saying, move that you would make with this? Because I might have missed something. But if you are selfish and you're not in tune with your person, you're going to miss that. You're going to take that as, oh, he always shut down. He's so nonchalant. And then when he ain't nonchalant, he's chalant. You know what I'm saying? It was a TikTok. It was a TikTok. I'm getting back on TikTok. Sidebar. It was a TikTok. And it was funny. It was funny. But the TikTok goes like this, and I felt every single word. Excuse my French, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give it to you. The lady walks in. She said, when your man is so nonchalant, then he starts chalanting. The voice says, damn bitch, can we just have one good day? It's 7 days in the motherfucking week. Can I just get one good day, bitch, please? I don't want to argue with you all the time. This shit getting old. Damn.
My.
That's now, most females would take that and, oh, who you calling the bitch? Da, 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 da. Snap back. You didn't hear what that man said. That man is frustrated. And the only reason he's yelling and talking to you in such a tone is because he still cares. Taking it back to the dog. The dog is only barking and letting you know he still cares. When he starts lashing out and doing crazy stuff, it's because you have stopped paying attention to that dog. So he's doing everything else to grab your attention. This man is elevating his voice pattern to get your attention. I am frustrated. I am bothered. This is bothering me. I need you to see me. I need you to hear me, and I need you to understand me. That's it. What's the problem with that? But it's a lot of dismissal females out here that are, oh, you know what? You can leave then. I'm good without you. All right, now you got a whole bunch of damaged dogs walking around the earth.
Come on now.
You know
then turn them into cats. Turn them into
turn them into cats. The PANs.
That was good, Easy. That was good. That was good.
I'm telling you off of what I see and what I know and what I experience. Experience University. Like
Experience University. So then let me ask you this. How long does the man sit on the nail? We saw the dog sitting on the nail. Remember the little scenario about the dog sitting on the nail, and the owner said, I guess he ain't hurting enough. How long you gonna sit on that nail though? You know, because it's almost like it's like that insanity thing. You know, you're doing the same thing, expecting different results. You keep going to this same woman that keeps bringing trauma into your life. I'm talking to you. He know who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
He know who I'm talking to. You keep going to this female that brings drama in your, and it's a family member, by the way, y'all. I don't talk to no men up here. I didn't deal with it. Anyway, and ain't ever.
LOL in the comments, please.
But you keep dealing with this woman that brings discord. Like, how long you gonna sit on the nail, but then run and cry about it, scream at her about it, end up locked up behind her about it? Like, how long do you sit on the nail? And then when you get up off the nail, why did you go sit back down again? Want no more seats? Want nowhere else to sit? So it's like, I mean, and we can turn it around to females too, but I'm just saying, just in general, how long do you stay in the same situation before now you're the problem? And the problem is that you stayed in the mess.
Oh, I died. I'm sorry. That was so good. I just passed away.
But for real, you know what I mean? Like, we cannot keep having the same complaints about the same people and then not look at ourselves and say, I'm just as crazy as the people I'm talking about. Because why am I here? Why is she here?
Come on, man. Come on, man. You're right. I mean, you're right. I like the way you I like the way you vocalize that. You said, how many times are you going to complain about the problem before you become the problem? That's tough because a lot of people don't realize that they both are the problems. Both of y'all sitting on that same rusty ass nail on that same rusty ass log, and what y'all doing is playing seesaw. You up one day, top of the world, and then the next day, little Craig up. on top of the world. But when y'all
Yeah,
get eye to eye, y'all still can't understand why y'all mad at each other.
right. Then one of them go back down, come back up, cause it's up. Ooh, my.
Seesaw ass relationships.
What
Look,
is
we done
there?
created something.
You said what?
We done created something, a seesaw ass relationship.
No, we don't want those. We don't want those. I'd
Nah.
rather be alone. Alone but not lonely.
Hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with standing alone because at the end of the day, it has its lonely points, but at least you're not going home unhappy all the time. At least you're not going home pump faking all the time. At least you're not going home putting on that smile that you put on at work because you damn don't really want to be there, but you have to act like it. Because that's what you signed up for because you was too scared in the damn first beginning to tell that motherfucker, I don't like those traits. And I don't think this is going to be a good fit.
Yeah. Or
Probe.
put on for your city,
Yeah.
i.e. social media.
Man,
Y'all
listen.
see I'm getting a little bit more comfortable. I done laid now.
You're delayed now. Hey, look. That damn social media ain't nothing but the damn devil, man. People actually believe that if your relationship isn't on social media, you're not blasting your relationship on social media, it's not real. I've been told that though. It's no joke. I've been told that. Oh, I'm not on none of your social media, then this relationship ain't real. I'm sorry. Did we contact Facebook and let them know that we was about to start dating? Did Facebook say, hey, I'm gonna write y'all a check for to keep up with everything that y'all got going on? Because if that didn't happen, I don't need to alert Facebook. Now, if I decide to alert Facebook or any other social networks because I want to.
So look, I had to think. I'm thinking about it because I think, if I'm not mistaken, my account doesn't show whether I'm single or not, right?
I don't
I
know.
don't think so. I don't touch stuff like that. But what I will say is, if I'm remembering correctly, I think that I just left it unseen simply for stuff like that. Because if I get in a relationship, my life, my heavy life, my real life, which a relationship would be, that is not for the world. And so I'm not opening doors for the enemy. And so I wouldn't want to be on social media showing single now, and then I get in a relationship and then I got to change it for the respect, if you will, to the world, because it ain't, you know what I'm saying, for the relationship. And I don't want to do that. I don't want that roller coaster of I'm dealing with somebody I'm not. And I definitely don't want to open the doors to, oh, she with somebody now. Let's, you know what I'm saying? No. That my life is sacred and I love it. My life is sacred. And listen, you can hear things and you can think things, you can assume a lot, but my life is sacred. What you know is only what I want you to know, or what the world wants to lie about.
That's right.
My life ain't for everybody. And that's why I'm happy and I'm at peace. But this has me, and this ain't no healing stage. This is who I always been, because of the world. Y'all can't penetrate me. I'm the baby of 8, and them ninjas. All I can say is they made me tough as nails. The world don't matter.
Right. Right.
They still be breaking my little young heart, honey, and I still love them. But that's why the world don't affect me, because my siblings do enough. Mainly 2 of them. Y'all know who I'm talking to, but I'm gonna leave y'all alone for the night. In the way and in the house.
Don't bother them. And look, I'm gonna be real with you. It's like you said, it does bring demons, right? It brings attention, unwanted attention too. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It brings that sense of, ooh, he got that or she got that. Let me see if I can get that now. And don't even be really wanting it. It's just like a child, man. You just see everything, any and everything an adult grabs, you want it, and you ain't even hungry. You just want it.
Boy, you better listen. You hear me? You ain't or what about the dude or the female, both sides, that ain't nobody want till you had them? Get out of here.
Now you got 100
You ain't
notifications.
even gonna see him until I start speaking to this man. Look, let me tell. Oh Lord, hold on. I did something.
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
Am I here?
Yeah, you there. They had
Oh
froze.
God. Hold on. I don't know what happened.
They
Listen,
just you good.
I'm gonna use names because people use names, right?
Okay.
And and matter of fact, this is my time to finally say, y'all, shout out to my homie Lee Forte. You are my homie. But I am so tired of you telling people what you almost could have been with me. There was never ever an absolute chance in the world for us to be together. But we were cool. And we still are and will forever be. However, this brother said to me that he only got with my homegirl. He said he had been trying to holler at her, and the only reason she started hollering at him was the one night I called him my husband. He was like, we started messing around. I said, you better hush your mouth. And I laughed about it. Cause it don't make me know, never mind. But the
Yeah.
point is, sometimes you don't exist to people until somebody else show you some attention. And I ain't saying that about him. It's really a reflection on her, but it's just the
Yeah.
point that it's
Yeah.
a real thing out here.
It is. It is. Like I said, people want what other people got and don't even know why they got it. They just want it.
Yeah,
It's that
and not
image
even so
thing.
much as wanting. It ain't even always I want what you got. Sometimes it's somebody else got to make it just look important, make it
Yeah,
look
you're right.
meaningful, make it look like something. Somebody got to give it a identity. And I'm not saying that I gave Lee an identity, but you follow what I'm
Right.
saying. In her eyes, obviously she ain't see him until somebody else did.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a heavy thing out here, man.
It is. It is. The damn bandwagoners. I like to call them.
What we say? Flow and fast. You got fast and you got flow.
Flowing fast.
Flowing for real, flowing fast, and I just ain't never been neither one of them. I ain't flowing and I ain't no fad. I'm just really, really, truly my own canvas, and I'm gonna get up each day and paint it how I want it to look.
That's right. No matter
Hate it
how
or love
people.
it,
Yeah.
and
No
I'm
matter
gonna
how people.
shine.
Go ahead,
Go
girl.
ahead
Sing your
and
song.
be me. Uh,
Sing your song, girl.
oh, I'm
Hey,
just playing.
look,
But
that
what
was
we got? What's our next topic? We only got a few more moments up on this thing. What we got?
no, we ain't doing no another topic right now because we did the thing. We're doing it backwards.
Oh, what we
We
doing?
dove in. Now we need to play catch up.
Oh, well,
So
let's catch up real quick before we go.
you see what I did there? Bang.
I
So
like
look,
it.
yeah, I love it because I got some stuff to tell you, ma'am. So
Look how I looked at the phone.
nothing like that. Nothing like that. But you remember, I know you remember
Uh-oh.
because you guys were sneaky and you did a little surprise for me with my top hat.
Yes,
You
yes, yes,
remember that?
yes,
All right. It's for the movie premiere. Remember that?
yes.
All right. So, with that being said, it's been long awaited time frame, and we all been waiting for it. And it has been released last week. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So,
I gotta sit back up. What? That's
yeah.
what's
So,
up. When can we see it?
so you can definitely hit Tubi up right now tonight
Okay.
and catch Riding Dirty, but it's part two that's out right now. And they kind of Tubi messed up with the whole dynamics of the picture and all that good stuff. And part one is coming, but you
Okay.
can watch part two now on Tubi. It's called Riding Dirty. As riding with a Y, so RYDING, and dirty is spelled DURTY. However, as soon as you type DY, it's going to pop up. You're going to see it.
That's what's
So
up.
you have an opportunity to go ahead and watch your brother man on the screen. You know, made it. And like I said, they're still working on the graphics as far as one to put it on the actual streaming network. But it's supposed to be not only on Tubi, it's supposed to be on Paramount as well as Apple TV. But you can go get your part two on now. And you can do your catch up on part one whenever it drops in the next few days or so. So that's
Congratulations, brother. That's
thank
what's
you.
up.
Thank you. I really appreciate that because that's hard work. You remember from
I
when I
do.
started going down. Like, yeah, I went down there 4 or 5 times, been through 3 different bikes.
No, but I remember all that, but what I remember most is closer back to when we first met and hearing you say that one of your many talents was acting and that you wanted to be an actor. So for me, this is the moment. You know what I mean? Like you hit a goal, you hit a spot.
I
Like
hit it. I
you
hit
did
it.
the bullseye, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's a
That's
surreal
what
moment.
life is about. You say, this is who I want to be, this is what I want to do, and you go do that. And I don't care in what capacity you do it in. So
Yep.
my hat is off to you. Salute, truly.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We also together collectively have something going on the 7th, I believe it is, of
Hey,
June.
go drum roll.
So every year, right, Raleigh, North Carolina does a festival. They shut down downtown. I know you guys who are locals have been there. And last year they had about what 43,000 people in
42.
the 42, and
Mm-hmm.
this year they're expecting like around 60 grand,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere around there. And you know how they have a whole stage, guys, and performances and bands and entertainment and food and it's such a good time. But guess who's gonna be up there?
MCN on the mics.
You already know Green One of Networks and goddamn Easy and goddamn Speez Ice gonna be on Stiz Age. It's probably not
I can
sweating
go
because we're gonna
Kim.
be cooler than a fucking fan. You feel me? So make
And
sure y'all
listen, we
come
got hold
downtown.
on. We can't take away from Ife LaFay.
Oh yeah,
Ife LaToya.
E5.
Ife
Yeah,
LaToya. Because we're going up there in groups, you guys.
yeah.
And if y'all follow Green One Network at all, y'all do know that it's some of us in this group, some of us in that group. They put us three together. Y'all, we finna go hamburger, macaroni, cheese,
And
spicy
cheese.
on that stage. You hear me?
You feel me? Like we really gonna go up. I'm really looking forward to that because not only is that gonna be like the biggest stage that I've been on locally, that's my birthday month. So
Come on now.
it's time to show out. You know what I'm saying? So what else is happening on my side that I can catch up with? That's really about it. Those two major things. Um yeah, besides my daughter getting older. She's so smart. Oh yeah, she said her first words. Milestone. So 4 months, guys. She's 4 months, right? Be 5 months on the 6th.
Pretty as she wanna be.
Pretty as she want to be, just gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh my goodness, gorgeous. Um, so we had a rough Saturday. Like, okay, so Saturday we got up early. Well, she got up super early to go get the babysitter. I get up super early too to get dressed and all that other stuff. So we shoot down to the beach. Boom, we go. Day trip. You know what I'm saying? We go to the beach, we go get food, we come back, we do the family thing, you know what I'm saying? Cooking on the grill, da, da, da. Then we do a block party and da, 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 da. We just running. Now we running all on bikes.
Okay.
Running. Get home about 10:30. I hit her with the Kevin Hart. I'm tired. Immediately, I just go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I'm knocked out. Now about 8:45 ish in the morning. When I say I'm knocked out, I felt my mouth open. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that tired. So I'm
Mhm.
laying towards my lady, and I didn't realize that my daughter was up. So my daughter's sitting on her chest, and the only thing I hear is Dada. I woke up. I said, "Huh?" Hey, look, drool and everything. I said, "What you say?" And then she looked at me and get that little gummy smile.
That's so
I said, "Oh,
cute.
ain't it though?"
That's too
Milestone.
cute.
And I said, "Say it again. What you just say?" She said, "Duh." I said, "Okay, girl, we winning." Of course, her mama didn't like that, but I did.
Aw, babies
I love
always
it.
take that over. Now let me ask you something easy, and I know we ain't got but a second. So This can be something, matter of fact, you take some time, you think on it. Next time we meet back in the place, I want you to tell the people, how are you as a father going to raise your daughter? What fairy tale are you going to tell her or not tell her as far as what a husband, a man, a boyfriend, a male in her life on any level should look like?
I like that. Let's get into your makeup though. What you been doing?
Well,
Yeah. Let's chat. Yo, you thought you was gonna be able to slide, girl. Bye.
listen, you know what I found, right? I found that I look back over different things, and it's just like I just told you. Everything I've ever said I wanted to do in life, I've either done it in a small capacity or I'm still on my way to doing it. But in the process of that, I've learned that the more I put out, the longer it take to get there, because I'm putting that out in the atmosphere, and people gonna shut it down in prayers, or they can't shut it down completely, but they do what they can to slow it. So I don't have nothing to share as far as what's going on, but always something is going on. But
I
what I
got
will tell y'all is Spice Life, her and her abstinent having, I ain't trying to deal with nobody's self. Call myself going on dates lately. Honey,
I done died
honey.
again. I'm sorry. I done died again. I apologize. I'm up.
He get on my nerves. He get on my nerves. But
That's
so
gonna be my new
this is
book.
what I'll say to that, right? I am in such a space in life that while it's fun, every date, every conversation, when, where, how, it's fun. But I'm in this space, y'all, where I'm so beyond knowing who I am, what I want, that I can't even explain how I feel. All I can tell you is it makes decision making simple.
Mm.
It's not challenging. You know, when people say, "Oh, I'm 40 plus and, divorced, how do I get back out there?" Well, you jump. You jump out there for real, you jump out there and you date, but you jump out there completely knowing thyself. And when you do that, it's fun. You go have fun and you make choices. Choices is a huge thing. Keep that word in mind. Y'all know when I put words out there, heavy and choices.
Yeah.
Choices is the real thing. And
I'm
the
happy
more
for
you know
you.
yourself, the easier it is for you to make choices. So
I'm happy for you
I'm
though.
happily back on the dating scene. It's been fun. I think it's going to continue to be fun. I'm still happily abstinent, and
That's
it's
what's up.
good. You know,
That's what's up.
happily,
Yeah.
proudly. But I mean,
So,
it's going great. So, I will share this piece.
okay.
As much as I do for my own self, I truly, truly make more of my decisions in life truly based on people that I love and that are near and dear to my heart. And my nephew, my little brother, my heart, he said to me, and I won't go deep into the conversation. It'll bring too many tears if I go too deep anyway. But per a conversation with him, he said to me, I see your change and I appreciate it. And that's all I needed to keep going. I wish somebody would say, I see your change with your appetite and working out and keep going. Because don't nobody say that. And then I keep falling off the bandwagon. I can't get my big booty off my back. But it's all good. I'm still fine. No, but truly though, things like that keep you going and they keep you motivated. So while trying to live a life through Christ and trying to just be a better person overall, is truly not the easiest walk, but it's a daily choice. It's an hourly choice. And when you have people like that see you, but not see you in a capacity of cheering you on, but truly saying that I see you and it's affecting my life, that's all I need, you know, because that's what I do it for. I don't want to be on platforms. I don't want to be in the world and giving advice or sharing things and living very contrary to it. So while I fall short daily, don't miss it. I fall short daily, but it
Right.
ain't about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you get back up.
That's right.
Yes.
That's
But that's
right.
all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got.
All right. All right. That's what's up. So you gave me something to talk about next go round. So I want to know something next go round.
Let's do it.
So my question to you would be abstinence. What made you make the decision and what gave you the energy to keep going?
We can talk about that now. I got that answer quick and fast for you, but we can wait.
Why you want to do it right now? God, dog. We got to get
We can
something
wait.
up. Yeah.
We can wait.
We gotta leave their mouth open, like
Look, you so stupid, and I'm stupid because I'm thinking about the movie. What was the movie with the Hey, what's the people and the dude farted? And he said my mouth was open.
oh, yeah.
Just think of that.
Right.
Y'all pray for me, cause I promise I'm still Chiquita, honey. I'm out of change. We just work on it daily.
Oh my God, we do. We do. Well, yeah, this was a good episode.
Absolutely, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We're back.
Yeah.
You know, we gotta stay consistent. I
Hey,
miss you, dude. I mean, don't get it twisted, y'all.
well,
We actually talk quite often on the phone, but it's
yeah,
different when we come up here and we put our hearts out to you guys. It's so fun.
it is. It is, and we apologize that life was lifing, and we took a hiatus for a little bit, but it is what it is. I mean,
Sorry,
I got
not sorry.
yeah, exactly. I mean, everybody's human and everybody has stuff going on. So I don't feel bad, but I do miss it. I'm not gonna cap. There's been I know if we just did screen share on the Facebook Messenger alone, them folks would be like, dang, how many shows back was that? Now we ain't never do it. We ain't never done. But I'm gonna start writing them joints down though, for real, for real. Cause we got a lot. I gotta go all the way back up to like January, but we got a lot.
Definitely,
Yeah,
we
we got a
do.
lot. And it's
At least,
good.
y'all know we still be in the background working, trying to put out content. We gonna get there, y'all.
It's
Consistent.
healthy though. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like it's a lot of people out here that's scared to talk about what we talk about.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all right to be, nervous, but at the same time, man, everybody has a backbone. So, step into it, champ. Swing, man. Don't be
Jump
that cat.
or be the dog, puppy.
Hey, look. Hey, look, y'all. We're gonna bring y'all some more content. Are we still doing the second, third, and fourth? You know what? It don't even matter because we're doing it like this. So we're gonna get y'all content every Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't matter.
We're gonna keep it hot. You feel me? Because we are them, and them is us.
This is what we do. We love you guys, though. We miss y'all. Oh, and let us just say this real quick.
Okay.
Just in case anybody is wondering, because we haven't done consistent shows, but as you see on the last few shows that we have brought to you guys, y'all don't see his twin anymore. She is living life and doing her thing. We miss her. We love her dearly, and I'm sure she loves you guys as well. But y'all send y'all love on to what was Coco Chanel? I had to think what her stage name was. Coco Chanel. When y'all get time, shout out to our girl. We love her and we miss her too.
Damn right. Damn Skippy, little chocolate. I'll holler at you in these streets on the
Yes,
book.
indeed.
But
Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
man. So with that being said, all hearts and mind clear. Y'all have witnessed another episode of PipinHot with your main man Easy T and
Spice Life in the bed tonight. Don't
that's
judge me.
right. Don't judge neither one of us because I'm sheepy. You feel me?
Well, I don't
However,
care if you do.
We're gonna catch y'all in the next few days, man. Y'all don't do nothing that we wouldn't do. And if you do something that we wouldn't do, tell us about it. Toodles.
And do it well.
That's right. Peace.
We done?
Yeah.